Hi, I don't know if you've watched any of my previous videos, but if you have, you've probably noticed that I kind of enjoy speaking about increasing your site's visibility through capturing things like featured snippets. It's one of the easiest ways. If you're already on page one, what happens if you get to the bottom of page one of Google? If you capture a featured snippet, you just jump to the top, right? More than that, it gives you your URL a lot of visibility. I mean, that's a clickable item, isn't it? So I decided to create a video about how to capture featured snippets. However, before I get started, I want to tell you one thing. I'm also a big believer that if you want to teach someone how to do something, try to get their minds involved. Okay? Try to get the minds involved, and then when you give over what you think is the answer, the learning will just be so much better. So while I was thinking about this, a cunning plan emerged. Why don't I create a featured snippet challenge? So welcome to How to Win a Featured Snippet, the Featured Snippet Challenge. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Daryl Mordecai with Rank Ranger. Rank Ranger is an all-in-one SEO and digital marketing platform that will help you scale your business through data and analytics. On with the challenge. Okay, so welcome to the challenge. This is the idea. I was looking through Rank Ranger featured snippet data. I was analyzing how to win a certain featured snippet, and I noticed something in the Rank Ranger SERP feature monitor that sparked something in my mind, an insight that could change the way I go after things like featured snippets. So rather than just telling it to you, this is your challenge. I'm going to show you the data, okay? I'm going to just show you the data. I'm going to explain what I'm seeing, and then what I'm going to do is ask you a question, okay? I want you to answer the question. I want you to do two things for me. One, like the video. Two, answer the question in the comments. Now, if I get, let's say, 10 likes and 10 comments, I'm going to give the answer as to what I'm seeing, what the insight was. Now, don't worry. I mean, if you can't answer the question, you can also write in the comments, I don't know, Daryl, please tell me. Or tell me your insights because I want to hear. Okay? So if you're up to it and we manage to get this is a low bar, guys, 10 likes and 10 comments, I will explain the insight that I saw. Okay? On with the challenge.
Okay, so here I am in Google. I've typed best Texas Hold'em into Google. And, for those of you who are not initiated, Texas Hold'em is a type of poker, apparently. Okay, so what do we see on this SERP? It's right at the top, a nice, big, friendly featured snippet. People also ask, and some blue links. Now, if you want to win on this SERP, the best place to be is obviously to be in this featured snippet position. So let's say I'm down here somewhere. I want to be at the top, so I could optimize for this featured snippet and I could jump to this top spot. At Rank Ranger, we consider the featured snippet to be position one, and the reason for that is there is the first URL. Okay, so you want your URL to be right at the top of the page. Now, if you want to win this featured snippet, so before we start talking about structure and all these other things, it really pays to get some competitive data. So the way to do that is to go to the Rank Ranger SERP feature monitor. And here we are in the Rank Ranger SERP feature monitor. Okay, to set this up, you select in the drop down featured snippet and you select your keyword. Okay, so what are we seeing here? So let me explain. This graph over here is plotting 30 days, the last 30 days. And what you see down here is two dots really, a blue dot and a green dot. The blue dot represents oddshark.com, the green dot represents the sportsgeek.com. So let's look back at the graph here. Green dot on April the 10th, that's the Sports Geek. On the 11th, blue dot, Oddshark. And you see blue dot, blue dot, blue dot. Then it goes green, and then back to blue over here. Fantastic. So what are we seeing? We're seeing volatility. Volatility is generally a good sign that Google's not entirely happy with what it has, and therefore Google is rotating, changing, chopping and changing, trying to find the best URL for the featured snippet. Google's not entirely happy, so Google's chopping and changing. So maybe you can capitalize on that. Maybe you can show up and maybe you could make this stable. Who knows? So before we do that, let's try and figure out what's causing the volatility. So let's scroll down over here. Okay, so this is the SERP changes, and what we're seeing here is these are your two URLs. So here's the Sports Geek and here's the Oddshark. And this is the title tag, the blue, and the green is the URL. Title tag URL. Okay, so here's your challenge. Based upon these two title tags alone, I want you to try and figure out what's causing the volatility. Okay, don't forget that our keyword is best Texas Hold'em, and these are your title tags. Based upon the title tags alone, you should have a clue as to what's causing the volatility. Okay, so that's your challenge. Now, obviously, we need to verify whatever we come up with, but what's your best hunch based upon these two title tags? So your challenge is tell me what you think. Okay, write it in the comments. Remember, don't forget, like the video and then tell me what you think the reason for the volatility is based upon these title tags. If you don't know, just say, I don't know, please tell me, and I'll happily make the video, the next video. Don't forget, I want to see 10 likes and 10 comments, and if I get that, I'll be more than happy to explain what I think is the reason for the volatility. Okay, so that's your challenge. Best of luck, and I will hopefully see your comments. Okay, speak to you later.